Welcome, everyone. Happy New Year. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for each life path number for the beginning of this new year, January 2025. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like your own personal reading with your own personal numerology, please book some time with me. I would love to work with you. My information is in the description box below. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this big energy that we are kicking off 2025 with. Life Path 11-2, you are going to be working with the vibration of the 21-3 for January. So this brings in a very potent period, which the old order needs to change, making way for the new. And what do I mean by that? So there's some things that you may have carried over from the past, from last year, that are still holding you back, right? And we as humans move through these things relentlessly as we move through the journey of life, right? From faulty belief systems to poor habits to, outdated value systems, whatever it might be. And so the journey is recognizing where those actions, those belief systems are actually holding us back, and working to find a better way, working to find a better approach and to do things differently, or to change the course of what we say yes to, right? What belief systems, what thoughts we engage with, we say yes to, we commit to, that drives our action. And so there could be some things in January that you have to revisit and see where you're actually sabotaging yourself, you're holding yourself back, and start to do that work or complete that work to be able to move forward, right? So this month could be pivotal in that process of either being able to move past or release something that's no longer working and move forward, or to again start that process of recognizing what it even is that you might be doing or thinking that is actually sabotaging you and keeping you stuck. Could also come in as, some relationships that need to fall away. Some, again, habits or actions that just aren't serving you. And so this is such a strong period of making that shift so that you're no longer getting stuck on things that you no longer need to be getting stuck on, right? So it can reveal new opportunities that can help you to actually realize some of your plans, some of your hopes, some of your desires. And what's keeping you stuck from being able to realize those, right? So it's kind of twofold. There's this releasing this month. There's this recognition, realization of what needs to go, finding a way to release it or reframe it, and then moving towards taking action towards what it is that you want to create, what it is that you want to do, right? Or what kind of relationship you want to enter into or whatever. So there could be a lot of various opportunities that come in for you at this time, right? There could be opportunities for recognizing what needs to be released. There could be opportunities for things that will help you to move forward towards your goals and what you want to achieve. And what I would say is, do not overlook the opportunities that arise this month. Do not overlook the connections, the potentiality of those relationships, those connections, those opportunities. Because if you're too caught up in doing things the way you've always done them, or believing what you've always believed about something or someone, you could very easily miss an opportunity that could have proved to be very, very successful and fulfilling. So the keynote of this month is to not dismiss opportunities too quickly, to manage your expectations, but to not dismiss opportunities too quickly. And that goes, again, with who you meet, the job prospects that might come up for you, the ideas, the inspirations, whatever. Just take your time with those opportunities, those inspirations, those ideas, those connections, and don't be too quick to say no. Okay? Now, plans that you already have that have some momentum or that are in progress could come to some kind of successful completion now. So you could get something, some kind of big reward that comes in around that, some kind of satisfaction, some kind of sense of completion, but that with it brings the next step and that sense of achievement, right? So it could be that you wanted to launch something or initiate something, and things fall into place now for you to be able to do that. And once it's launched, you start to see the success of that and that it was the right decision, and et cetera, et cetera. And you can start to build on that. But it's very possible that at this time you could see that progress that you've already started to make gain momentum. So it's very possible, or very powerful in that sense as well. And plans that you have that you're still thinking about, you're kind of mulling over, you're not decided on just yet, but you're feeling that call towards them, you're feeling that draw. This energy brings the potential for success in that area if you were to carry it out. Like, this is such a good month for initiating and starting that process. So in other words, bringing those ideas to life, like taking the action and really committing yourself to putting in the effort to bring those ideas to life, to accomplish what it is that you desire to accomplish. And the first step for that, of course, is the initiation, taking the action. So this is definitely a month for taking the action, for not just thinking about it and being like, wow, wouldn't this be a great idea? Or wow, I'm inspired by this, but to take the action to step into that inspiration, right? And to do something with it, to start to create something useful and tangible from it. Travel could be a really big part of your month this month. If you have an opportunity to travel, whether it's near or far, especially if it's for pleasure, I think you'll get a lot out of that. It could sort of satiate that need or that desire for some freedom, some self-expression, and to kind of dive into your joy, right? Like to take that break from whatever's happening around you and do something you really enjoy just for the sake of doing it. And if travel is a part of that, it's very supported under this energy. So I say go for it. Some of you could find that you are changing jobs or changing residence, or there's some kind of significant pivotal change in your life this month. Doesn't have to be super significant this month, but like you make the decision, you say yes to whatever this is, and then it turns out that down the road, you can look back and be like, wow, that was really pivotal. But you might not recognize it this month in January, that, how pivotal it can be. But yeah, you could see those opportunities come in that can be really life-changing, even if they don't feel life-changing in the moment. And that's why I say this is a month to not dismiss opportunities too quickly, because they might come in for you and you don't even realize it's an opportunity. It just could be a change that's required of you now. And through that change comes the opportunity that, again, is disguised as some kind of change. That is very possible. So don't resist the change. Don't fight the change, whatever that change is that wants to come in, especially if it inspires you, especially if you feel, called in that direction, then by all means, say yes to it. Do not dismiss it too quickly. Make sure that, especially this month, if you're saying yes to something, it's because if you feel it, like you feel aligned with it. If you're saying no to something, it's because you really, truly don't want it. It doesn't feel aligned. It's draining, whatever. Be careful about saying no to something out of fear. So yeah, especially when it's, again, those opportunities. You could gain some kind of greater sense of security, greater sense of stability. A lot of marriages can happen under 21-3 energy, and they're very much supported. So if you're getting married this month, it's a beautiful month for you all for marriage. Also, any kind of investment at this time has the potential to bear a lot of fruit this year for you all. So if there's things, again, that you can initiate that feel aligned, that you feel called towards, that, things fall into alignment for you to be able to say yes to them and to initiate them, it has the potential to be wildly successful in the future. Be careful about losing emotional control. So mind your emotions this month. Don't be too quick to be too reactive, because that reactivity can create a wedge in a relationship, with yourself. So just be really careful about those charged emotions, because your sensitivity can be heightened this month. And there's a lot of energy at play. So you just want to be careful about being overly reactive, being too quick to dismiss or too quick to judge a situation without, again, sort of investigating it and feeling into it and following your intuition. So yeah, just be careful about those heated moments, that you're not too reactive or too quick to just cut something off because it doesn't feel right, or whatever. Take your time, because that reactivity can create delays, restrictions, separation, and can kind of cut you off from those beautiful opportunities that really want to come in for you this month. So this can absolutely be a period of reward. You just have to realize that the opportunities opening up for you now can absolutely fulfill your dreams and desires and what it is that you want. You just have to be open to them. Now, you're going to be working with the vibration of praying mantis this month. And this is interesting because it brings in this energy of needing to have higher standards and vocalization. And so really what's coming through here, because if you think about the praying mantis, it's a very passive type of energy. It's a very, calm, very peaceful type of energy. So you just want to be careful that you're not falling to that extreme and becoming a doormat, right? That you're not being easily taken advantage of, that you're speaking up for yourself, that you're vocalizing your needs, you're having those conversations, you're taking up more space, right? You are doing what feels right for you in this moment without being too concerned about the opposition or what other people will think or how they will judge you, or et cetera, et cetera. So there is this need to embrace your calm and your level-headedness and your peacefulness, but to not become so peaceful that you allow yourself to get walked all over, right? There's that need for higher standards, vocalization, and taking up more space. And if you can do that, then I think you'll see the success of this month play out for many months to come. So hope it's a great one, 11s. Take care. Bye for now.